public. They claim there's a launch, so I'm sitting here. I was working in the garden.
Incredible.
You're watching it and saying it's incredible?
Pretty great view in Illinois.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Gary. What do you mean there's a great view in Illinois?
No, this is, hang on, why is it black dark? No. I
Okay.
don't know.
Gary, we're live, and we have two people here waiting for this incredible launch you told me about. These poor people are waiting for a launch that's not happening.
This is saying live, but
I think hi Mark. I think this didn't work. We could all blame Gary. There's Gary. He's
no, I think YouTube with their live garbage.
Oh, a lot of this stuff. Hi Karen Bowers. This is gonna be hard to. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, you're live. You are right. Gary was right. He told me there's a launch tonight. We're all sitting here waiting. There's no launch. So this is coming out of Vandenberg?
Vandenberg, yeah.
Look at that. We got a launch. You pulled me out of a mucky tote to tell me we have to go see a launch. Now, I was really doing good. I just cleaned up 2 totes. There's the launch.
Looks like they may have dropped something. I don't know.
Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is Falcon 9. Boy, they do one launch after another. It's like no big deal anymore. Hi, Connie. They did it so early, it's still light. We got lunch. We got lunch. Very cool. There's nothing to see.
Every now and then you see a little flicker behind it, like they might be the satellites that it's releasing.
Well, I'm glad you got good eyes, but I don't see. Oh, I see it going, but I don't see nothing behind it. I'm looking at something, but they should have done it when it was dark. I think that was the excitement of the night. Oh, well, there it is. The other night was spectacular. Oh, I came on for 2 minutes. That's right. No, it's gone. Even if I stand up and look behind the trees, I can see it's already gone. Well, that was a big show. I could have had another tote done. Our spaceship again. Yeah, this is it's Falcon 9. Who's got Falcon 9? SpaceX. Look at this. Gary's sitting here. He's reading it. He goes, they launched it. I said, we see nothing. Janet A. Hi, Gary and Robbie. I've watched so many of your videos. Let's see. Just now joined your channel. Oh, and now she's going to unjoin because she didn't like the launch. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Janet. I just love your gardening techniques. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We live on the west coast of Florida. Boy, this was nothing compared to the other. Look at that. That's about it. Yeah. This has become like every other night there's a launch. Isn't there you said there's another launch in a couple days?
I think there's another one in a couple of days.
I wonder why they did it a little after 8. I mean, look how light it is. I'm going to go back and work in the garden. And once the mosquitoes start biting, then I'll be done. I have 2 totes ready to put tomato plants in. And no tomato plants. I've got a few on the deck. I could move the ones on my deck. In order to really grow tomatoes right now, you really would have to say it's July almost. I would get a couple from the nursery. I mean, I can grow them from seed, but then you got to wait a week till they start. Though they would come up really fast. I mean, you could do that secondhand, but I might go to the nursery and get a couple. Mama's house, she's waving. Well, we tried to do a launch, but we're going to have to do it better next time. Let's see. 58 people are very disappointed in the launch. Karen Bowers, I said hello. Birds, bees, and trees, all with Z. Hi. Mark already said hello to you. I'm kind of going back. Claudel Smith Herring. Hi, sweet couple. Gary, great accent. That's birds, bees, and trees. That's an Australian accent. Let's see. Suzanne Sawatsky. I probably said that wrong. Hello. Connie, I said my wrench. Hello. Karen Bowers, my wrench. Very cool. Yeah, you're just being nice. There's nothing left. I think Gary got disappointed. I said, "Do you want me to go live?" He goes, "You don't have to." And he's sitting here, he's going, "I'm watching it live." And then some of the stuff that I don't know how people are doing it. Something just flew by. They're not live, and they're putting stuff up that's been pre-recorded and calling it live. I don't know how they do that. Let's see, Brenda Terrell, thank you for sharing. Well, that's it. The little cloud in the sky. Alicia is in Netherese. Let's see, our spaceship again. They keep launching. Oh, Alicia, it's like, seems like it's all the time now. They had a couple already, 2 or 3 already this month. Let's see, I read Janet already, Suzanne. Far to the south. Okay. It was the thought. Okay. Karen's not mad. She's a wrench. She's not mad at you, Gary. It was the thought. No, we tried. We tried. I wonder if I can walk around. No, I'm not going to walk around. I'm sitting like he's sitting. And I think that's something I want to do. I've been standing a lot today. That you can see it. Yeah, that's about it. It's gone up in the sky. Going to the south. Yeah, that's true. You heard it from us, Jim and Jackie. I can see rocket launches from Cape Canaveral at the front of my house. Oh, how cool. I try to watch them all, no matter what time. That's true. That's true. This was an early one, though. Usually it's 9 o'clock. Lady Cat, hello. We're going to have temperatures. Oh, my gosh. Where's Karen Bowers, Gary? You seem to know where everybody is. Do you remember? Karen Bowers is going to have Palm Springs gets 118, but she's going to be between 110 and 118 next week. This is scary. Texas?
May have it wrong.
I don't know if you have it wrong. He said you're in Texas.
Central California.
He said it could be Central California. Connie, I have tomatoes. No, don't do. Oh, okay. I hit something. Let's see. I thought it was going to be too hot, but found some babies tonight while watering. Well, that's good. And that's what I'm thinking. I found the baby tomato growing somewhere, and I moved it where I was just working in the chair garden. I don't even know what it is. Probably a dark one. I've got some black ones that used to grow there.
2 hours north of Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento is going to be 118?
Yeah, look further north than Sacramento.
Jeez. The weather has been so, I'll have to say it, screwy, that I think gardening's not over. I'm going to continue to garden, but normally by now I would have a whole lot more. And it's been odd because we've been so cool at night. I have plenty, even with everything that grew all winter. It doesn't look like much, but there's food everywhere. So that's not a problem. But it's still, we have to kind of get accustomed to different growings. That's what they're saying. Oh my gosh.
Janet A. has a question on.
Yeah, I'm reading it. And I just saw that. Janet A. Gary's telling me, Janet, you have a question. What would you suggest doing with the totes that fill up with water when we get, a deluge of rain? Okay, Janet, you might have, number one, if you're getting a lot of rain, you'll have to have bigger holes. Number two, if you've got holes on the bottom and it's sitting on the ground, all it's going to do is block the holes up and fill with water. I would get them elevated or put holes on the front. And there is no reason in the world why you can't put holes all the way up, a few on the sides. And that means all the way to the top. So this way it will shoot out like on both sides like a strainer. It won't matter. So even if it was too high, it'd be okay. And I've done that. I've taken sometimes if one's not draining good and just go up. Like just go all the way up. I don't make a ton of holes, but make them on both sides and get as many holes as you can in there. There's not much you can do. So this way, hopefully it just continues to drain out. That's all you can really do. Let's see. Terry, I now have hummingbirds lunch on my deck and a hummingbird. Oh, hummingbird came yesterday. Thank you. Cooler here in, is it British Columbia? BC?
Yeah.
Let's see. Connie, they are saying that the earth has tilted enough that where we are now in the equator zones. Wow, in Texas. It changes. We go through periods where it changes. I mean, I moved here in '88 and I was wearing thermal underwear all winter. And then all of a sudden, I was working, let's just say I was working with animals that needed heat pads and incubators or brooders and stuff. And then all of a sudden, from '88 to 93, I suddenly didn't need any heat pads. I didn't need any brooders, unless they were super young. The temperature changed completely. So things do change. And now we're in a different, I don't want to say climate, but the temperature is different. And you can see it. Look, I still see the cloud up there. But we have to become accustomed to it and just work around it. I mean, you can still grow squash. You can still grow cucumbers. So many of you came to me and said, my cucumbers are growing, my tomatoes are growing. Even squash, because you're watering from the base, and ignore them in the heat. Don't touch them unless you want to water them. You forgot to water them, and you can water just at the base. Certain things won't do well. We just have to figure out what does. Karen is saying to Connie she heard about the tilt. Did you hear about the tilt? Because you could turn, now a little bit, unless you're still looking at something, Gary.
What are those things?
What are those seeds? I think it's a broccoli cross. It's a brassica. Why? Oh, yeah, and I was going to chop them down before I do a garden tour, but boy, the birds come in and you can see they're being chewed up. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them for another week since I'm not doing much in here anyways. I'm working right now in the bird garden. Gary built another fence for the emus. We're just starting the back. We haven't done anything yet. But we're getting ready to work on the tunnel. I call it a tunnel. It's a vertical gardening. Somebody sent me a message and said, stop asking people for advice. It's not right. I don't know. So then I was going to put something up on the tunnel. And I said to Gary, maybe I shouldn't put another tunnel thing up. But we are starting to work on it. Let's see. Zap a few more. Okay. I'm not sure who. I'm reading the wrong way. LGGGG love. Thank you, Gary. Okay, because Gary, you answered the question. I need to make a new hummingbird water. I'm out of sugar. Birds, bees, and trees. You're going to have to use sugar. There's nothing else you can do. Carol Johnson, weather welfare is a real thing. Weather warfare is a real thing. I just know it's changed. Michelle Mason, she's from Georgia, USA. Falcon. We had 1 day of winter in Texas this year. 1 day. I was really looking forward to a cool weather, but it didn't happen. Wow. Marcus, I'm in Hawaii. Hawaii has been cooler this year. Let's see. Just yesterday, I had to turn on my heater in my truck on the way to work. Wow. Never experienced this in May and June in 30 years living here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Carol Johnson, it's very hot here in South Texas. So I took a lot of plants out. Let's see. I would sweet and I was just giving them away. Oh, I gave a bunch of plants away today too, but not because of that. Okay, I think I got everybody from the beginning. No, somebody came over with a friend and her little boy's taking a class in school, well, when he goes back, and he's going to do gardening. So I sent her home with, what did I send her home with? Walking onions, probably nothing he's seen before. Tree collard. What else did you give her? Oh, I gave her turmeric because she hasn't been able to find any turmeric. So that's what they went home with right now. Thunder Rolls Media, hello. Oh, there's John Ray's Birds, another wrench. Hello. It was 96 today in Southeast Tennessee. Oh my goodness. Marilyn is from Oregon. Oregon. Yeah, Oregon. Hello. And Mark says it's 73 in Hawaii. Maybe we should move to Hawaii, Carrie. Oh, well, we tried. You can just barely, see. That's all that's left of it. It wasn't a big one. That's because it's still light. Usually they've been doing them at 9. What time is it, Gary?
It's 8:30.
8:30, and they did it an hour earlier. Let's see, Janet, I heard the airports had to change the degrees on the runways because of the tilt. Wow.
Yeah, that I haven't heard about.
Well, you
Heard about the Earth's core starting to slow down and maybe it's getting ready to reverse direction.
you could turn around so they could hear you. But you listen to George, and George Norrie doesn't talk about this stuff.
No, I haven't heard anyone bring that up.
We're all sitting here looking at the big yellow house. There's no lights on, Gary.
Yep. It's quiet up there tonight.
It is quiet up there. Oh, there goes the fireworks. They're starting. The illegal ones. Oh, it's going to be a fun week. Oh, well. Robbie, let's see. I haven't watched Helen Wyatt for a while today, and she was putting Kool-Aid, oh my gosh, in her hummingbird feeders. It broke my heart. All that synthetic, wonderful stuff that we shouldn't even be drinking. What can you do? Sometimes I wonder, what else can I say? Hopefully they'll taste it and they'll leave. What time is it here, Gary? 8:32, Gary says. I don't think I've ever seen your house at this angle. We've actually done a launch here a few years ago, sitting here in the front. Isn't that pretty? With the glass, the way it was built, looks like a cabin. I really like it. And then I've got the wonderful pine trees that scare me to death if there was a fire. They're beautiful. That's why I was talking with my friend today that came over. I love my trees, but boy, they scare me.
Yes, Connie, I listened to Coast to Coast, and I was listening when Art Bell was there. Back in the 90s, I guess, I started listening.
I remember when you told me one day, we went to the airport for something at night to go drop something off, and you said, oh, you got to hear this guy. He just answers the phone. He doesn't care who's there, and it's not screened.
Yeah, he didn't have any screeners. He just randomly, whoever called, he'd answer. And he got some characters on back then. But I mainly listen for the science type shows because a lot of the Bigfoot stuff, I'm not into that.
The TV is on in the house, isn't it? I see lights coming, flashing, and the TV must be on. I was watching that Hallmark movie. Ray says, let's see, I watch SpaceX launch all the time on YouTube. I love to see it live one day in Florida. We were in Florida and we had to leave. I saw it. What? Is that a bat?
No, it's a porwheel.
That was a porwheel? I want to get a photo. I have never gotten a photo of a porwheel.
Back east, you have whippoorwills, and we just have porwheels.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I caught it on the camera or not. I saw it flying. I thought, that's an awful big bat. I know I've seen the little bats around here. Let's see. This is the third this week. Another one. Yeah, they've done quite a few launches this week, if that's what we're talking about. Let's see. I have pine trees, and you have to watch those pine cones. Oh, my goodness. I know. One tree throws smaller pine cones, and the other one, boy, I'm telling you, if you ever get hit in the head, I think it could do a lot of damage. Right now, it's dropping a few small ones here and there. Whatever happened to the greenhouse you were thinking of making out of the old windows near Gary's garden? I think it's been over a year since you talked about it. Were you going to make the greenhouse?
I'm still going to make it. We got that flooding rain, and I realized I have to build the area where it's going to go. I have to bring in soil and lift it up and maybe put in a French drain to drain the water away.
In the corner there when you first walked out?
Yeah, but I've moved some stuff away, but I've gotten on to other projects. So I've built a new raised bed and hopefully I'll get back to that, later in the fall.
It seems like there's been a lot of other projects. I see a plane. Oh, there's in the sky now. It's drifting up from the launch. There's been a lot of other projects. The emus have slowed us down. Then Gary built a new fence that took him days, so the emus can walk back and forth because he made an area down there for the emus to run around in. Then he had did you build something for the chickens you found, or did you leave them?
No.
They're just out? So you didn't do anything because you were going to set them up somewhere. He found the chicken unexpectedly, or semi-unexpectedly. Hatched how many baby chicks yesterday? 9 baby chicks. We didn't want any more chickens. Oh, the lady that came over today. We should have seen her son wants chickens. So now he's got 9 baby chicks running the yard. It seems like there's always something unexpected. Now, out of the blue, I thought I heard somebody calling. Out of the blue, we decided to throw it out there and go with a tunnel. Still kind of moving things around and still deciding how we're going to do it. But he's already brought stuff up from down below in his garden. He drove it up with the truck, and you're going to be working on that tomorrow?
Yeah. Should be able to bend some rebar and that 1, 2, 3 and get that up.
So I have to decide exactly where I want that.
I've got one piece of rebar bent and lying down there. I brought that up tonight.
Oh, I didn't even look. I was back there, and that's because I walked this way back instead of the other way back when you told me the launch was happening in 2 minutes. Now, what's that? Oh, that's an L. No?
Yeah, that's an
That's
owl.
an L. I don't know if I caught that.
That would be a screech owl. By the size of it, it didn't look like it was that big.
It just seems like we kind of jump back and forth. I've been working a lot in the bird garden, planting flowers and moving things around, the moving flowers because the emus were eating it. Hey, so now we're wasting everybody's. We're sitting here in the dark watching planes go by and watching solar. Why are the solar? I guess if a moth flies by, solar lights go on. It's pretty outside. In this particular spot, I don't think we have mosquitoes. Let's see. Oh, Mark Oliver. No, we do. It just one buzzed in my ear. Frying on LSD. When I was young, I looked in my house at night. Hold on. I just got bit. What is he saying at night while the lights were on and I thought the house was on fire? That doesn't sound good. I ran closer to the house just to see the lights were on. Oh my gosh. Love your random lives. Pa Amor. Yeah, we're going to go in a minute because I'm getting bitten up by mosquitoes.
I got one too.
You got bit? So far, so good. I get bit. I come in, I itch, and by morning it doesn't bother me. But nasty mosquitoes, since we got the new ones, they're worse than ever. And they are out during the day, but these do seem to still bite more at night. Let's see. Sharp canine, Canines. I heard it. Let's see. Oh, Art Bell. Okay. Yes, Mark. Okay. I think I missed a lot. I used to get pine nuts from my pine tree. Cool. That was Wine Country Pebbles. We don't get pine nuts. You know who gets the pine nuts, whatever there is in the pine cones? The squirrels. Sometimes you're standing under the tree and you're getting rained on because they're sitting up there on one of the ledges and they found the pine cone they like and they're just throwing it all over your head. And they'll just sit there and eat away. All right. I don't think I'm going to go back and work on totes now. I think I'm just going to, guess what I get to do? Hallmark is running 24/7, I guess for this weekend, Christmas movies. So I get to do that. Carlstone, the launch happened. Yes, we did have the launch. Claudia from Vienna, Austria again. You were on the other night. Sunset in your neck of the world, sunrise over here. Oh, you're on sunrise now. Yes, we're having sunset. It's a lot darker than my phone is showing. Gee, actually, this doesn't look bad. This is my smaller phone. I have a bigger phone with a better lens, and I grabbed this one instead. Mark, that was the first and last time. Well, that's good. Make sure it was the last. I've never had a first. Ouch. Let's see. Say, I wonder sometimes what happened to Art Belt's daughter. He talked about her a lot after she was born. Didn't he have 2 kids? 2 girls?
I think so.
Wait a minute. Did he have any kids with his first wife?
Yeah, he had older kids, grown-up kids, but...
Then they had 2.
Yeah, his young wife,
Asian, I think. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Filipino.
She was Filipino, and they had a baby, and then he had another one.
He moved to the Philippines for a while, and then moved back to Pahrump, Nevada.
I don't even know what that means, Mark. Shrooms are fun?
Shrooms are fun.
I don't know.
Don't have the time. Mushrooms, I think is referring.
Oh. The Christmas movies are on now. Yes. We watched them when we had dinner. Then I went out and did some work in the garden, and then he told me about the launch. And that's what I do. I don't sleep that great at night, but I can fall asleep watching it. So they're going to have it on the regular Hallmark channel. Mark is smiling. Her name was Asia. But then he had another one.
For some reason, I thought she had a second, but
I'm almost positive they had a second one before he died.
A long time.
What did he die of? A heart attack? Just age?
I think it was a heart attack.
He was a funny guy.
I think he was a heavy smoker. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Spencer, P-I-L. Ouch! I am getting bit. P-I-L-I, I think it says. Hello, Robbie and Gary and Zoe. Love your lives. Thank you.
Drug overdose.
Who had a drug? He had a drug overdose?
Yeah, might have been painkillers or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm trying to,
He died of a drug overdose.
He's been gone for quite some time now, so it might have been prescription painkillers.
I just remember he died.
He had a bad back.
Barbara C is there. He had a bad back? I don't remember. See, hi, Robbie and Gary. Tell Gary I have 23 sulky chicks. What a swap of you if you were here.
He mixed his meds up.
Oh, my gosh. He was living here again. He was back in Pahrump, right?
Yeah.
He moved back. Well.
Yeah, I've got 9 chickens unexpected. Well, one disappeared in the yard, and I went looking and I found her sitting on eggs. So I left her there because the healers keep everything out, just as an experiment. And they're, 2 days old now, and they're doing okay. But I've got too many chickens. I don't want any more.
But they're watching the baby chicks for her too, right? Isn't that funny? That is really cute. And see, now it's floating around. And you can see it went across and disappeared. Mark, don't let them in the road, LOL. Donald? Thank you, Donald. Hold on. Oh, Donald's here, Gary. Hi, Donald.
Oh, hi,
Kenny.
Donald. Okay.
Space. Go ahead. You can read it.
Yeah, he's talking about the SpaceX launch. The spy satellite. Okay.
Oh, is this the one they just did?
Yeah, I guess so.
A spy satellite. Not a lot of details for good reason. Makes sense. Yeah, we're not going to say we're launching. Nobody will know. We'll launch an hour early. You can see it now better than you could when it launched. Look at that.
And that's nice about the nighttime launches, because you get the trail like that really clear.
I can't hear anything. It's hard to hear Gary. He's sitting in front of me. I'm sitting here just I'm hand holding my camera. But we can't sit that much longer because I'm being eaten by mosquitoes. But you can talk.
I tried to sit in a spot where I might get a good view of the launch. The problem is where I'm sitting, there's a decent amount of wood chips, and I'm sinking in the wood chips.
Hold on. What is that? What is that?
Sounds like a military helicopter.
Hold on.
No, it's a plane. Okay.
How come I can't pick it up on there?
It's a helicopter. It's a large helicopter.
That's not a sheriff's.
No, I don't know. I'm not...
Listen to it. I haven't heard one that loud before, or like that.
Yeah, when the president was here, they were flying around ospreys.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an osprey.
Carol said it's military. It might be military. It's different. It's not a private, and it's not a sheriff's helicopter that flies around here. Mark's talking about his blackmail. Silky did run in the street and got, oh my gosh. I think he's telling jokes. Hit by a car.
No, he's talking about his pet Silky.
Oh, this is real. Okay.
Yeah, he's brought it up before.
And lived to crow again. Oh, wow. He limped for a few months and made a full recovery. Wow. I hope they get the two guys off the space station. Oh, Karen, why? What's going on? Something wrong?
Yeah, they've... I'm trying to think who built the spaceship. But it's the first time they've taken a crew up there. They've taken cargo up there using this company. And this is the first time they took a crew up there of two. I think it's two, and they're supposed to have gone up there and then come right back. But they're having issues with leakage, I think, of helium. So they're monitoring it to see whether it's going to be safe to bring them back.
Oh, that's lovely.
That was the last I heard. And I may have that a little... It may not be 100% accurate, but it's something like that.
I'd be up there screaming the whole time. Get me home now. Boeing, I believe, is the company. Oh, okay. I heard something about Boeing the other day that their spaceships, best space shuttles are better than their planes.
But Boeing's having a lot of issues. It's unfortunate because they're like...
Yeah, we do eat the chicken eggs.
They were the greatest.
They were the greatest, and then they kind of fell apart. Paul Amor, do you collect and eat chicken eggs? Yes, we do. We absolutely do eat chicken eggs. And we've given some to our neighbors. Anybody that wants around here. See that John Ray's bird said that's a dangerous road Mark Oliver lives on. Let's see. Donald's talking to Karen Bowers, which is good. B. How in the world did you get just B? Good evening. Janet Airlines. AUV, please don't tell me it's a UFO. Oh, Terry Sabal. What was that?
Could have been a rabbit.
It didn't sound like a rabbit. It sounded like a weird noise.
Something big on the leaves.
That's nice. Let's see. Oh, you're under surveillance now. Too many emus. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's quiet. The other day, maybe I'll put a video up tomorrow because we're gonna work on the tunnel, and I'll show you what that wonderful house on the hill did. I thought I was going to lose my mind. Oh my gosh, I'll put it up. They put up cameras. They're not even living there yet. And then they put up, I don't know what you call it, but they put up some sort of, it's not an alarm. It's a constant beeping. It's not even beeping. A noise so nobody would go near their house. I don't know how the house next door lives. I really don't, with them moving in, because they put up it screams and lets you know you're on surveillance, but this was a weird noise. I'll put it up if I put up the video tomorrow. Now it got quiet because my other neighbor complained. I didn't, but they complained to the city, and I guess the city must have said something and told them, because they told me today they couldn't take the noise. It was unbelievable. And this was like an all-night thing. Stupid. I don't know. So, Gary, we've been on for, at least the other day, I did go on by myself for 2.5 minutes for lunch. Peppermint repels mosquitoes. You know, I tried that. I grow peppermint. For me, it didn't work. I wish it did, but it didn't work for me. Okra. I can eat it raw in the garden. Connie Davison. I found some okra seeds. I should get those going. Oh, I gotta go water something. I forgot. I have my red roselle and my chia seeds growing, and I forgot to water them. I have to water that before we go in. And there it is in the sky. Well, if they do it at night, it looks prettier. We'll try it again. But I think for now, maybe it will come on 4th of July so you can see how quiet it is and peaceful it is here in Southern California. Yeah, right. It is peaceful here. With their odd alarm off, all you hear is the phone probably can't pick it up. Those are frogs or crickets? Frogs? Lemongrass. Now that I had, Claudia says, Claudia ate lemongrass. I have not bought lemongrass. I should get some. Let's see. Lady Cat Robbie, I just went outside to see if I could see the view after my house, and I can above Burbank Airport. Oh, Burbank. I know Burbank Airport very well.
It's considered one of the best airports in the LA area.
Burbank?
Yeah, because apparently you can go in and out without a problem.
Have you ever gone out of Burbank Airport or landed in Burbank Airport?
No.
I have, and I thought it was going to lose my mind. They literally took the plane down like a helicopter. I was sitting there, and I must have turned white, and some lady started talking to me about her cat or something. And I felt like telling her, please don't tell me anything. I have to concentrate. It was horrible. The plane came straight down. Oh, my goodness.
Wait times getting on and off planes is apparently good.
Yeah, it was good but I'm talking about over 30 years ago. But I remember it was like up and down. I'll have to try lemongrass. I could try peppermint again, too. Rub it on my skin.
Yeah, Janet A., that is a huge house.
It's kind of two houses. What they did is they've got a wing that's a guest house.
It's not that deep. It's very long.
Yeah, you can't tell at night now, but it is a monster of a house. The other night they had it lit up with spotlights. It was shining on us. It was horrible. And then they had this noise, and I don't know what it is. And I didn't say anything to Gary. I was watching TV, and then he left. And I went outside, and I'm looking around. What the heck is this noise? And it was like, gee, I can't even mimic it offhand. I'll put it up. And I'm looking, and then I saw where it was coming from. Then my neighbor heard. I don't know if the other ones heard or not. And then Gary comes back, and he goes, I can't believe this. I said, what? He said, I left to go see where the noise was coming from. And that's where it was coming from. I'd eat a shoe if it was pickle. Gosh. Daiso. No, wait. Daiso is rubbish. I bought a phone charger at Daiso in Korea and got back to the hotel, and it didn't work. We have Daisos here. I haven't gone for a while, but I like Daiso sometimes. They're not cheap anymore. Mom Puff, you are my inspiration. Great ideas. What, Gary?
That's right. I think Mark Oliver went to Korea last year, maybe?
Because he couldn't find a Daiso in his town, so he wanted to go to Korea. Yeah, he wanted to go to Korea to find a Daiso.
That was his real trip.
Well, I think it was. He wanted to go to Daiso, so he went to Korea. Let's see. So Mom Puff said, great ideas on the compost wire. Oh, that wire in the cardboard is Gary's. Yes. Great idea on the compost wire and cardboard. Thank you. is easy and cheap. Let's see, this is this year out, this YR out of my big plastic, this year out of my big plastic tube. The lead came off, and I'm growing the best tomatillo plants ever. Okay, well, that's it. Tomatillos, I haven't started those yet. They come up on their own. That's what my neighbor said. Oh, tomatillos. No, there's green tomatoes everywhere. Not tomatillos yet. Picked corn. It's so good. You know, I was going to plant corn last year and I didn't. Are you near San Diego? About an hour away. My granddaughter lives in Escondido. We have Daiso in Hawaii, and I haven't been there yet. Wow, so you went to Korea instead? I like Daiso. I like to look. I don't know if I've gone this year yet or not. Just to look, you find different things. They have tomato steaks there too, and you can get the small ones, 2 packs for $1.50 at Daiso. If you can find a Daiso, they carry it. There it is. It's still up in the sky. Daiso in Yorba Linda. Okay. Have we ever been to Daiso in Yorba Linda?
No.
I don't think so. I could gone to Daisos everywhere, but I don't think I've gone to Yorba Linda.
I've gone to 2 or 3 of them.
I've gone to quite a few. Thank you, Donald. He can find any video in the world. Yeah, he might be looking for yours. Let's see, a video that Gary and Robbie did. You can find it on. Yeah, so Gary put it in by my truck bed, and he told me there's actually one more tucked over there. I haven't even touched it, sitting under the pepper tree. And he said, now you can use it for your totes. And then all the Swiss chard grew, and I thought, forget it, I'm going to leave it. I've been harvesting out of that like every other day, every day, whenever I want. I just harvest, and I harvest out of it today. And it's perfect. So I'm just leaving it. I didn't have to put anything in it. I didn't have to grow anything in it, throw any seeds in it. It did it all on its own.
Yeah, I just tore the cardboard out halfway down. So it's still got halfway up, what would that be, 18 inches of cardboard. And then I took the cardboard down to where the soil had dropped to. Actually, the idea was to make it easier for you to get to.
Oh, I remember. You told me I'll take out all the cardboard because it all collapsed and broke down. And then you said I'll leave the cardboard where the soil, compost, whatever you want to call it, is still there. And so it started growing, and I thought, forget it. It's fine the way it is. Sunflower I can grow good in Hawaii. The rocket was nice to see, trial and error. Yeah, it's pretty much gone now. It's drifting off to the side. It's Kramer and Placentia. No, I haven't been down there. I'll have to check it out one day. Have you grown oh my gosh.
Citronella.
There we go. Plants for mosquitoes. No, we got marigolds though. Mark says he has a hard time growing corn. So do I, because I haven't planted it. Oh, Carly Stone, thanks for all the videos. Learned a lot. You are very welcome. And, oh my God, my spelling sucks. Usually it's the wonderful AI. Have you noticed how great that is? We're all supposed to be so excited that we now have AI. And AI is going to write for us.
And you know what else AI is going to do? They're estimating... Well, right now I believe the internet, I may not have this completely right, but the internet takes up 4% of the electricity produced. With the new AI, it's going to take 20% of the electricity produced. Right? It'll be like, remember when that digital currency started?
Yeah.
And you couldn't get chips because all the chips were going into.
Oh, I was buying a
miner?
computer, yeah, and
Yeah.
they couldn't get the chip I wanted in there.
Well, that's what they're setting up. They need to set up these computer centers. I can't think what they're called.
I'm getting back.
And that's going to use a lot of electricity, and they're getting rid of natural gas to produce electricity. Everything's going to be solar and wind. Well, we're not going to have enough electricity for that, and the big companies are going to get the electricity, and the rest of us is going to get the bills.
Well, whatever. What are you going to do? I just wish they would make it where you could use it or not use it. That's the only thing I don't like, is if you want to let it do its thing, because it fills up the sentence for you, and you're not even saying that, and it's filling it out. You should be able to shut it off, but you can't. Please, Mike Gary. He's sitting here, and we're going to go in. I don't have any mics. So I ordered a mic, too, and it was supposed to come today. Stone Creek 1. Hi, Gary. Hello, Robbie and Gary. Chat. Good evening. Data centers.
Yeah, they have to build all these data centers.
Okay.
AI.
Okay, I don't know anything about it. I just know it takes over sometimes. There was something new that happened today on YouTube when I was typing, and it said it will type it for me. I thought, what? What? And then it disappeared. So I don't know what that was. Okay. Anyways, I think we're going to go. I am sitting here getting, you don't want to see me. I'm sitting here getting all bit up. You can't see me. I turned it. I must be in the dark. Okay, never mind. It didn't work. I turned it around. I'm sitting here in the dark. No, you can't see me. Okay, you can't see me. I guess I'm really in the dark. Anyways, thank you all. Sorry well, we tried. We'll try again. Thank you, Donald. You know, my number one first wrench. And John raised birds. And I know there was Karen Bowers. I can't find her right now, but I know that Karen was there and Barbara C was there. I'm going to miss somebody. I didn't see Par tonight. But thank you, everybody. Oh, I didn't say hello to William Vile. The ground cherries are good. Okay, Barbara. He was talking to Barbara. KKL. I didn't say hello. I used to live in Placentia. Oh, I hear frogs. And I went to El Dorado. Is it El Dorado? El Dorado High School. Go Hawks. LR. They're watching from Riverside. You're right. I wish it was darker. Yeah. There's going to be more next month. I looked it up. Anyways, I think we're going to goodbye. I'm trying to think. Say a good night before I'm eaten alive. And it's just so pretty. I wish I could sit out here more. But good night, everybody. I'll let you wave, because when I turn it around, I'm sitting in the dark and you can't see me at all. And the light is shining on you the way you're sitting. So everybody, thank you. Sorry to be late. Oh, that's okay. Barbara C's still there. Connie Davison's still there. Good night, everybody. We'll try again. There's going to be many more, I think, next month. So have a good evening, everybody. Thank you. Oh, Johnny's here. Maserati. He's there too. Have a good evening. Good night. This was fun. And we'll see if we'll come on for 4th of July, which is next week, Monday. And we'll see how beautiful and quiet it is. So have a good evening. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay cool. And anything else you want to say? And don't forget to eat what you grow.
Yep.
Wave.
Bye.